Tim Williams, coming to you from Asheville, North Carolina, and today I want to discuss briefly how I use effects in songwriting, and specifically how the Strymon El Cap and the Blue Sky have been very pivotal in helping me get my songs out of the gutter. You know, you start off with nice clean chords a lot of times, and you're not really sure where they're going, and I use a lot of droney stuff, so you get which is nice. But the very first time I ever plugged those two pedals in together, probably my favorite song I've written at this point, Savior, itself started a spiral that I couldn't get out of. It just, song after song after song, they just kept coming in. New chord voicings. And probably one of the El Capistan is probably one of the best tape simulated delays you can get. And so a lot of ways that I use these two devices are inspirations for songs. Quite a lot of it has come from that. But there's also a few other ways that I use them too. Of course, you can do your bog standard. Let me get the repeats back. Dotted eighth. The controls on both of these pedals are so intuitive. The knobs, they're big, you can see them, they say what they do. If you need a little less of that reverb, if you want that more digital on your delay as opposed to, well, then, real tape delays are very clean when they have new tapes on them. So but I always have both those pedals on all the time, so there's no, I control the mix of my delay on the El Capistan with a expression pedal, so I can, that shimmer on, so I can have none, a little, a lot, or just drown it, completely run it full on. So one of the great things about those two specific pedals is they don't mess with your tone. What goes in is what comes out because of the analog drive-through. And that has made a big difference, especially when you're trying to run drive pedals into them. They don't cloud up like a lot of other reverbs and delays I've had, where once you start running a overdriven signal into them, you start getting a lot of artifacts happening. And you can run a lot of delay. And the El Capistan, no matter how much, it acts like a tape delay. No matter how much you have in the mix, it never really, unless you run it wide open, but I can run it mixed pretty high, and it never overtakes your original signal. Especially on chords, which is where a lot of times you can lose it. Which means you can use it to thicken up your chords. Which is, for me, when I'm recording, it's pretty important, because I only use 16 tracks when I record. I try to limit myself, because any more than that and things start getting a little too busy. So I'll record 4 guitar tracks and I'll double track it with the delay. So that's very important when I was considering getting these pedals. So the other thing that I use them for a lot is I have other effects pedals that have no, let me turn the mix up here a little bit, that have no trails mode, to where when you turn them off they keep going. So I'll use it a lot with another delay. It has a ton of repeats that are cascading out. But normally, so if I turn these off, if I normally had this other delay on, you turn it off, it's gone. Okay, you don't. So if you're using here, and I have another reverb that I use a lot. It's a space reverb. I still get the trails on the end of it, because if you run it, we got that delay on, it disappears. So don't get me wrong, it's a great device, but trails mode, I believe they've updated it to have trails mode in every version of it now, but also use the multi-head. And like to use that, I have my favorite on the Blue Sky setup as a shimmer. Below on the other reverb. Add some tremolo into the mix there. much of that you have or don't have. Just amazing, really. That was another requirement. If you're getting on my board, and there'll be pictures of the board on the post, is you have to play well together, and you have to play well with these two pedals, or there's problems. And I have yet to find a pedal that doesn't sound good through it. So one of the other things I like to do with it is really like to run a slap back on the L cap. You get the repeats down, kind of a dirty slap back actually, with a little tape edge. And then I'll run a plate, a type mod plate here. So here's what the plate sounds like. And here's with the slap back. Really sounds better on the Strat. So let's switch that out real quick for the Strat. Alright, so and a little dirt on that. So, many uses for the pedals. Well, I certainly appreciate you taking a few minutes of your time, and I hope you can garner a little bit from this, and much appreciation to the people at Strymon and my local Strymon people at Heyday, and thanks a lot. Hope you enjoy it.